All right, if you're looking to really level up your skills as a data analyst, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're talking about syntax. And I know, it might sound a little technical, but trust me, this isn't a chore. It's actually the most powerful tool you have to become a seriously capable and efficient data pro. So let's just dive right in. So here's our game plan. We're going to talk about why syntax is your secret weapon. Then we'll break down what it actually is. After that, I'll walk you through a super simple 3-step process. We'll see it in action with a real example, and then we'll finish up with probably the best pro tip you'll learn all week. Ever have one of those moments you open up a data set and you just feel completely overwhelmed? You're clicking through menus, trying to remember every little change you made, and you just know that one wrong click means you have to start all over again. Yeah, if this slide hits home, don't worry. We have all been there. But here's the good news. There is a much, much better way. And that better way is syntax. Honestly, try to think of it less like coding and more like your own personal analysis superpower. It's what gives you the keys to the kingdom. It's how you take full control of your data and make your work smarter, faster, and way more professional. And look, don't just take my word for it. This right here really gets to the heart of it. Learning syntax isn't just some technical skill you pick up. It's a career move. When everyone's working with data, the person who can build a clear, error-free, and totally repeatable analysis, that's the person who stands out from the crowd. So let's break down this superpower. What does it actually get you? Well, first, precision. You tell the computer exactly what you want it to do. No ambiguity. Second, error checking. If something looks off, your script is a perfect log of every single step, which makes finding and fixing mistakes incredibly easy. And third, this one is a game changer, replicability. Imagine you have to run the same report next month with new data. Instead of spending hours clicking through menus again, you just run the script. Done. It's that simple. Okay, so we know it's a big deal. But what is syntax really? I know that word can sound a little intimidating, but I promise you, the concept is incredibly straightforward. Let's pull back the curtain and demystify this code thing. At its core, syntax is just a recipe. That's it. Think about it like this. If you follow a recipe for a cake, you get the same delicious cake every single time, right? Well, syntax is your recipe for data analysis. You write the steps down once, and the computer will follow them perfectly, giving you the exact same result every single time. So, how do we actually do this? How do we start baking this data cake? It's a simple 3-step process. You just have to remember, open, write, and run. That's the whole shebang. Let's break that down. So, step 1, you open a new syntax editor, which is really just a blank text file inside your software. Step 2, you write out your commands, your recipe. And step 3, you just click run and let the computer do all the heavy lifting for you. Open, write, run. And look, step 1 really is this easy. In pretty much any statistical program, you just go up to the File menu, click New, and then select Syntax. Boom! One click and you're in business. And that click brings you here, to your blank slate. Now, don't be intimidated by the empty window. This is your command center. This is where you get to write the recipe that's going to transform your data into exactly what you need. And finally, step 3. Once your recipe is written out, you just go to the Run menu and tell the program to execute your commands. This is that magic moment where all of your written instructions come to life and create a perfectly transformed data set. All right, enough with the theory. The best way to really get the power of syntax is to see it in action. So let's walk through a really common example, cleaning up and combining variables. So here's a classic scenario. Your data has separate columns for race and ethnicity. Trying to combine those using point-and-click menus can be a real repetitive nightmare. But with syntax, it's an absolute breeze. So here's what our data looks like before we start. We've got one variable for race and a second one for ethnicity. It's fine. It's useful information, but it's not really ideal for our analysis. And this is our goal. This is what we want to end up with. A single, clean variable called raceEth that has nice, clear categories. I mean, look at that. It's so much easier to work with. So how did we get there? With this simple script right here. Now, don't worry about memorizing the specific commands right now. Just look at the logic. It's really just a series of if statements. See this part? It's just saying, if a person is coded as race 1 and their ethnicity is 0, then their new variable becomes 1. This isn't some crazy, complex computer science. It's just you writing down your logical rules in a way that's crystal clear and easy to follow. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this is great, but how in the world do I learn all of these commands? And that brings us to my absolute favorite pro tip, a trick that makes learning syntax almost effortless. The answer is one simple word: paste. You have to use the paste function. This is why the paste button is pure genius. Here's how it works. You set up any analysis you want using the regular point-and-click menus that you're already used to. But, and here's the secret, instead of clicking OK to run it, you click Paste. And just like that, the software writes the correct syntax for you. It's like having a built-in tutor that shows you how to do anything you want. It's the perfect way to learn. So there you have it. Syntax gives you precision, it makes all of your work replicable, and as we just saw, it's actually really easy to learn with that awesome paste function. It turns all those messy, repetitive tasks into clean, automated scripts, and it puts you in complete control. So that really just leaves one question. What's the first repetitive task you'd want to automate in your own analysis?